Hi, my name is Emily. Welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new here. Today's going to be one of my favorite styles of practice. Very dynamic, some modern techniques like animal flow infused with a more traditional Vinyasa flow sequence. So I really love finding new and creative ways to move. So this sequence is all about that. We're going to start with a few animal flow movements, and then it will lead into a nice mandala Vinyasa flow. So I'm very excited about it. If you can't tell, we're going to get started in child's pose. You can make your way with the knees wide apart, big toes together, and then just go ahead and rest your forehead down on the mat. Just taking a moment to ground yourself here. And let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Just taking a moment to connect to the space around you, to connect to your breath. And just remembering that that is the most important part of yoga. It's not nailing every single shape. It's building a stronger and stronger connection to yourself while you're here on your mat. So let's start by connecting to the breath, breathing in and out of the nose and noticing how that breath feels as it enters and leaves your body. Trying to see if you can fill your body up and find a little bit more space each time you breathe in. And then notice where you're holding on to tension and try to release it a little bit more each time you breathe out. And let's take 3 more breaths. And then let's take a deep breath in, move forward, lifting the hips off the heels, tuck the toes, and then walk the hands back towards your knees. Let's turn the fingers out and bring the heels of the hands a little bit closer together so they're almost touching. And then you can start to rock your body weight side to side. And then let's come back through center, turn the fingers so they point towards each other. And again, you can gently rock side to side here, being very careful. And let's go ahead and sit back on the heels, shake out the hands. Let's just interlace all 10 fingers and kind of create some figure 8 motions with your wrists in one direction. Maybe slowing it down, trying to feel every step of the way, and then trying to reverse the direction of the figure 8s. And then let's do some kind of roller coasters with the arms. Again, in one direction. And then try to reverse the flow. And now let's keep the hands interlaced, and instead of pushing the palms out, we're just going to try to stretch this part of the wrists here. So pinkies towards the space in front of you, and then bend the elbows. Pinkies out, and bend. For 3, 2, breathing maybe through the discomfort in your feet, and 1. Backs the hands together, let's extend the arms, and then bend the elbows. Extend, bend, extend, bend. And when you bend, really pull those elbows down and push the backs of the hands together. Good. And let's release. Come back to tabletop, tap the tops of the feet into the mat. And then let's go ahead and tuck the toes. Let's lift the knees off the mat to a hover. So this is going to be our beast. It's not exactly like an animal flow because the distance of beast and animal flow is much closer, but we're doing like a hybrid yoga animal flow. So floating tabletop, let's lift the right foot, and then we're going to pivot Bringing the right foot down, so we're in this little crab shape. Inhale, push into the heels, lift the hips, and reach your left arm over your left ear. 2 more breaths here. And then breathing out, slowly drop the hips. Now we're going to lift the right foot, come back to floating table. Lift your left foot, ground the right heel, left foot goes right beside the right foot. Inhale, lift the hips, right arm reaches over the right ear. This is called a crab reach. So we're reaching with the right arm. And then breathing out, let's lower the hips. Lift your left foot, come back to floating table. Let's do that one more time on each side. Right leg goes through. Inhale, lift the hips. Crab reach. Exhale, lower. Lift your right foot, come back to floating table. Lift the left foot, kick it through. Keep both legs bent. Inhale, lift the hips, right arm reaches. Exhale, lower the hips. Lift your left foot, come back to floating table. Drop the knees, untuck the toes, sit on the heels, interlace your hands, open up the chest for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Hands come out in front of you, plank pose. Breathing in and breathing out. Lower halfway and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. Oscillating cobra. Let's bring the hands off the mat to either sides. Elbows point up. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Last one, breathing in. Exhale, let it go. Hands come underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and out. 2 more breaths here in stillness or in movement if you have to, if you feel like you need to stretch it out a little bit more. On your next inhale, right leg rises. Bend the right knee, open up the hip. And as you breathe out, let's bring the right knee to the left wrist. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right foot steps on the outside of the right hand. Now let's cactus the arm and look forward. So you're pulling that right hand just beside your right ear. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Let's roll into a high plank. 1 push up, lower halfway. And then bring your knees and elbows to the mat. Pull forward, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Left leg rises, inhale. Bend the left knee, open up the hip, take a deep breath in. Exhale, left knee to right wrist. Inhale, send it back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left foot steps on the outside of the left hand, and as you step the left foot down, cactus your left arm, gaze forward. Exhale, step back, down dog. High plank, inhale. Exhale, 1 push up. Your vinyasa, so knees and elbows to the mat, or any other variation you prefer. Take a deep breath in and out. Come high on the toes. Bend the knees, look forward, step or jump, active squat. Exhale, straighten the legs, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step or jump back, 1 push-up. Knees and elbows to the mat. Pull through, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg rises, inhale. Bend the right knee, open up the hip. Right knee, left elbow. Inhale, send it back. Right foot steps on the outside of the right hand, cactus the right arm. And now we're gonna kick that left leg through. So circling that right arm around the right knee, point the toes, right elbow squeezes into the right rib cage. And then to go back, we jump back into a loaded beast. So both knees are apart, hips are almost on the heels. From here, high plank, your vinyasa. And deep breath in and out. Left leg rises. Bend the left knee, open up the hip. Left knee to right elbow. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, left foot steps. Cactus the left arm. Circle your left arm around the left knee. Kick the right leg through. Pop back. Loaded beast. High plank, inhale. Your vinyasa. Exhale. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. And out. Come high on the toes. Bend the knees, look forward. Step or float. Active squat. Exhale, straighten the legs, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step or jump back. Your vinyasa. Take a deep breath in and out. Last one, right leg rises. Bend the right knee, open up the hip. Right knee, left elbow. Send it back. Now we're gonna do it in one movement. So jump, right foot lands on the outside of the right hand, and left leg kicks through at the same time. Pop back, loaded beast. And then immediately jump left foot, kick right leg, pop back, loaded beast. Let's do it each time, on each side one more time. Okay, left foot, pop back, and then high plank, your vinyasa of choice. Deep breath in, and exhale, release. Let's walk the hands all the way back to the feet. Peace fingers can wrap around the big toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold for 5. As you breathe in, let's roll up high mountain. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Come high on the toes. Lower hips to heels slowly. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, hips to heels. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hips to heels. Lean back, bring the knees down. And then lift the knees, bring the heels for 5. I'm giving her the wrists a little bit of a break. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Let's pause here in a squat. Hands can come to prayer. We hold for 5. Try to keep your heels grounded and try to find the place with the least amount of effort. Slowly release fingertips down, halfway lift, inhale. Bend the right knee, right fingertips stay down on the mat, left arm reaches up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, circle, left arm down. Bend the left knee, right arm reaches up. Deep breath in. Exhale, right arm circles down. Halfway lift, inhale. Walk the hands into high plank. And let's just bring knees and elbows to the mat. Pull through up dog. Exhale, down dog. And breathe in. Breathe out, knees come to a hover. Okay, we're gonna combine what we did. So let's kick the right leg through. So lift your right foot, come into crab reach. Left arm reaches up and over. Exhale, drop the hips. Now right leg into three-legged dog. Open up the hips, so keep your right leg bent. Open up the hip, breathe in. Exhale, right knee to left wrist. Inhale, three-legged dog. Now let's kick the left leg through. So we're going to step the right foot on the outside of the right hand and kick the left leg through. And then step back, loaded beast. From here, let's straighten the legs, come to your highest point, and then start to tuck the chin into the chest, round the spine, move forward. So we're waving the spine, drop the hips, peel the chest open, head is the last thing to lift. Exhale, chin into chest, push the mat away, round the spine, one vertebra at a time. Come back to down dog. Bend the knees, loaded beast. Now keeping this right leg bent, let's pull right knee into the chest as you move forward, and then right foot steps on the outside of your right hand. Okay, that is the beginning of our flow. Deep breath in, breathe out, extended pyramid. And now as you breathe in, we're going to lift the left heel, and then exhale, Skandasana, bend the right knee. Good, and let's reach the arms out to the sides. Inhale and exhale, warrior two, back of the mat. And hold for 3. As you breathe in, let's reverse warrior. And then as you breathe out, cartwheel the hands down, step back, high plank, 1 push-up. Knees and elbows to the mat, pull through, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's bring the knees to a hover. This time, left foot lifts, right arm crab reach. Inhale, lift the hips, right arm reaches over the head. Exhale, lower the hips. Now keep this left leg bent, three-legged dog, open up the left hip. Left knee to right wrist. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot steps on the outside of the left hand, kick the right leg through. Jump back, loaded beast. Now let's straighten the legs, round the spine, come all the way into upward facing dog. Exhale, come all the way back to downward facing dog, 1 vertebra at a time, and then back to loaded beast. Start straightening the legs, keep your left knee into the chest. Step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Breathe in. Breathe out, extended pyramid pose. And we hold for 3. Inhale, let's lift the right heel. Exhale, Skandasana, reach the arms out to the sides. For 5, try to stay upright as much as you can. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Warrior 2, top of the mat once again. So right leg is bent. Reverse warrior. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Step back, high plank, 1 push-up. Knees and elbows to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do that again. We're just gonna add on some more stuff. Maybe just tweak one little thing in the beginning. So Let's bring the knees to a hover. Right leg goes underneath the body. Left arm crab reach, inhale. Exhale, lower the hips. Keep that right leg bent, three-legged dog. Open up the hip. Right knee is pointing up towards the sky. Right knee to left wrist. Now come into loaded beast. Step the right foot on the outside of the right hand. Kick the left leg through. Jump back, loaded beast. Straighten the legs, inhale. Start to round your spine, wave forward into upward facing dog, breathing in. Exhale, one vertebra at a time, pull all the way back to downward facing dog, and then bend the knees, loaded beast. Pull the right knee into the chest, move forward. Right foot steps on the outside of the right hand, breathe in. Breathe out, straighten the right leg, extended pyramid. Inhale, lift your left heel. Exhale, Skandasana, arms reach out. Inhale and exhale, warrior two, back of the mat. Inhale, reverse warrior. Now half moon, maybe left hand never touches the floor. And hold for 5. And now we're going to bring the hands together and cross your right leg towards the left side of your mat and just stay there, hovering. Hold. Engaging the inner right thigh. And then release the right foot and the right hand down on the mat. Left arm reaches up. Maybe straighten your left leg, only if that feels really good. And as you breathe out, we're going to sit down. So cross that right knee behind the left. Left hand goes behind you, right arm reaches up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, let's unwind. Exhale, counter bow to the right. Lift the chest. Standing splits without the help of the hands. You can, of course, use them if you need. But let's try to push into that right foot and then reach the arms back. Keep your stomach glued to your left thigh. And we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fingertips come down. Shiva squat for 3, 2, 1. Keep the right leg bent. Stand up tall. Kick your right leg out. And then exhale, warrior 3. Hold. And now from here, pistol squat. Step the right foot to the back of the mat. And slowly transfer your weight into your right foot. Lift the left leg. Left foot can, of course, stay grounded. Inhale, come back to warrior 3. Optional handstand hops or just step or jump back, chaturanga. And we meet in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and release. Bend the knees to a hover. Left foot goes underneath the body. A right arm crab reach. Inhale. Exhale, lower the hips. Three-legged dog, left leg in the air. Keep it bent, open up the hip. Left knee to right wrist. Loaded beast, so bend both knees. We're kicking the right leg through, so the left foot steps, the right leg kicks. Loaded beast, pop back. Straighten the legs, inhale. Round the spine, come all the way into up dog. And moving slow. Exhale, chin into chest. Come all the way back to down dog and then back to loaded beast. Pull the left knee into the chest, move forward. Left knee to left elbow. And then step the left foot on the outside of the left hand. Breathe in. Breathe out. Extended pyramid. Inhale, come high on the right toes. Exhale. Skandasana. Inhale and exhale, warrior two, bending the right leg. Inhale, reverse. Half moon, maybe right hand never touches the floor. And then slowly start to close the left hip. At the same time, left hand comes towards the right hand and left leg crosses to the right and hover here. Hold. And then let's place the left hand down and the left foot down. Right arm reaches up, maybe straighten the right leg if that feels nice. As you breathe out, right hand comes down. Let's sit down, crossing the left foot behind the right. Right hand goes behind your hips, left arm reaches up. Exhale, twist to the right. As you breathe in, let's unwind. Counter bow to the left. Inhale, lift the hips. Now standing splits without the arms. Use your arms to counter your body weight. Strong right leg. Try to keep your stomach glued to your right thigh. And we hold. Try to lift that left leg as much as you can for 3, 2, and 1. Fingertips come down to the mat. Shiva squat for 3, 2, and 1. Keep both legs bent. Pull the left leg up into the chest. Stand up tall. And then warrior 3. Breathe in. Breathe out, pistol squat. Keep your chest low. Left foot steps back. Use your arms again. Push into that right heel. Roll onto your left foot. Maybe right leg lifts. It's all about compression here. Maybe it stays down. And then back to warrior 3. Either step back chaturanga or a handstand hop. And we meet in downward facing dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Notice how you feel in your shoulders and your arms. Maybe you feel a little lighter than you did in the beginning. Sometimes it just takes a little movement, a little heat. Take a moment to tune in. Just because sometimes with slightly more complicated transitions, it feels good to repeat them. So we're gonna repeat everything exactly the same as we just did. Just trying to flow, one breath, one movement. And don't worry if you don't get everything right, that's okay. The beauty of YouTube is that you can always come back to this video. But yeah, let's go. All right, so deep breath in. Exhale, knees hover. Right leg kicks through to left arm crab reach. Exhale, lower the hips. Three-legged dog, keep the right leg bent. Open up the hip. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Loaded beast. Let's kick the left leg through. Loaded beast. Straighten the legs. Roll your body forward into upward facing dog. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Bend the knees, loaded beast. Pull the right knee into the chest. Right knee to right elbow. Step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Breathe in. Breathe out, extended pyramid. Breathe in, left heel rises. Breathe out, pivot into Skandasana, side lunge on the right leg. Breathe in and out, warrior two to the back of the mat. Reverse warrior, inhale. Exhale, half moon. Maybe left hand never touches the floor. Start to rotate. Right hand comes to the left hand, right footsteps on the outside of the mat. Inhale, open, maybe straighten the left leg. Left arm reaches up. Straight into standing splits. Left hand comes down, right leg rises. Shiva squat for 3, 2, 1. We're just gonna add a twist here. So as you pull the right knee into the chest, maybe the left hand holds the outer blade of the right foot. Stand up, twist to the right. Inhale, look forward, release the right leg, both arms reach up. Tip into warrior 3. Breathe in, breathe out, pistol squat. Breathe in, warrior 3. Maybe handstand hop, maybe chaturanga. We meet in downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out, knees to hover. Left leg kicks through into right arm crab reach. Exhale, lower the hips. 3-legged dog, keep your left leg bent. Open up the hip. Left knee to right wrist. Loaded beast. We're kicking that right leg through. Loaded beast. Straighten the legs, breathe in. Around the spine, roll your body into upward facing dog. All the way back to down dog. Back to loaded beast. Pull left knee into the chest. Left knee to left elbow. Left foot steps on the outside of the left hand. Breathe in. Breathe out, extended pyramid. Breathe in, right heel lifts. Breathe out, skandasana. Breathe in and out, warrior 2. To the right. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, half moon. Maybe right hand hovers. Exhale, revolve. So left hand comes to the right hand. Left foot steps to the right side of the mat. As the foot touches the floor, inhale, maybe straighten the right leg. Right arm reaches up. Exhale, right hand comes down. Bend the right knee. Standing splits. Shiva squat for 3, 2, 1. Now adding the twist, right hand holds outer blade of left foot or the knee, it's also okay. Inhale, look forward, release. Exhale, tip into warrior 3. Breathe in, breathe out, pistol squat. Breathe in, warrior 3. Optional handstand. Take your time here, have fun. Eventually, we meet in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. And let's bring both knees down on the mat and just sit on your heels for a moment. Close your eyes, hands rest on your lap. If you prefer child's pose, you can go ahead. It's just a bit too hot for me, so I'm gonna stay upright. It's also nice to switch it up. I hope I got you sweating. Leave a comment if I did. Let's just take a moment to come back to the breath, to reconnect with yourself, which was hopefully your intention for today's practice. And just notice the space around you. What I like to do is go from outwards to inwards. So noticing the space and the sounds around, and then slowly and slowly narrowing down the focus to the mat, to the skin, how the skin feels, how the clothing feels against the skin. Maybe you feel the sweat on your face. And then going beneath the surface of the skin, feeling the heat of the body, feeling the heartbeat, and just zooming in more and more, seeing how many layers you can peel back. Just a few more breaths here. And you can go ahead and we will cross over. So coming through tabletop, crossing over onto your seat. And let's extend the legs out in front of us and just fold over your legs for a moment. And so folding over the legs, keeping the toes flexed. And then we're going to bring the hands just behind the knees, and we're going to try to lift the hips, and we will hold. We'll do it twice, okay? So you don't have to lift your feet, just think of pulling the hips back and up in space. Deep breath in and out to prepare. Inhale, lift. And hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Fold over your legs, maybe rock side to side. And this time we're going to do the same thing, but this time if you want to play around with lifting both legs or one leg at a time, or just do the same thing as before, go ahead. So hands just behind the knees. Deep breath in and out to prepare. Squeeze navel in and push. And we hold for 5 or 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Let's bend the knees. Scoot forward a little bit more. And then just straighten the legs again. Reach, point the toes, and then one vertebra at a time. Let's roll all the way down to the back. Trying to feel every vertebra. And then reach the arms above your head. Full body stretch. And then let's bring the knees into the chest. Rock side to side, and then you can choose for either a wheel or a bridge pose or hero's pose, but you'll just have to get back up. So whatever feels best. I'm hesitating. Maybe hero. So if you're doing hero, you can come back onto your knees, separate the feet wide apart, and then we'll just roll out the calves. And then sit comfortably on the mat, if not on a block. If you're doing bridge or wheel, you know where to go. For hero, you can lean on your hands, you can come down to your elbows, or you can come all the way down to the mat. Maybe arms reach above the head, but just take it slow. Unless you know that you can comfortably go deeper. And we hold for another about 7 breaths. If you're in hero, you can bring your elbows right beside your feet, push into the elbows to lift your chest, bring the hands behind your back, and then hands just beside your legs to lift the hips comfortably. Cross over the shins, and then we once again just roll all the way back down to the mat. Knees into the chest, we all meet here. Happy baby, holding the outer blades of the feet. And then let's take a few more breaths. If there's anything you feel like you really need still, now's the time. I actually really want to take a wheel, so I'm going to go ahead. But if you want to stay in happy baby a little longer, you are more than welcome. If you want to take a second bridge or any other stretch, let's go for about 5 to 10 breaths. And then we slowly meet where we were before, so knees into the chest, maybe rocking side to side. And once you're here again, let's bring both knees over to the right for a gentle twist. Left arm reaches to the left. And let's come back through center. And then bring both knees to the left. Right arm reaches out to the right. And come back through center. Give yourself a big hug. You deserve it. And when you're ready, you can release in Shavasana. Either feet together, knees apart for reclined butterfly, or straighten out the legs. Take up as much space as you can and as you want, because you do not have to make yourself small here. You can be as expansive as you want to be. So don't be afraid. Let's take one more deep breath in. And exhale through the mouth, let it go. Enjoy this moment that you've worked so hard for throughout the practice. Enjoy how good the stillness feels in your body, maybe in your mind as well, now that the chatter has quieted down. Notice how much more you can feel, how much more in your body you feel. Thank you so much for joining me for today's practice. I hope you had a lot of fun. If you enjoyed the flow, please let me know in the comments. I so appreciate it. And it also just helps me to know what you like and if we're on the same page. And if you haven't already subscribed, please also think about doing that. It really supports my channel. All right, enough said. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.